Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of the awesome Daf Yomi. We are on a very famous page today in the Gemara inside the daily Talmud. We are actually going to deal with page Nun Hey of Masechet Gittin, and it's a daf. It's a page which everyone learns usually in Tisha on the one of the most solemn days of the year, which we learn about, because there's a classic story that takes place. Actually, very matim for today, because we are now in the 3 weeks. Yesterday happened to be the fast of Shiva Asab Tammuz, and we are now in the 3 weeks of mourning of the destruction of the Bet Mikdash, of the temple. So what happened, friends, in today's story? It's a story of Kamtza and Bar Kamtza, where there was a rich host, a very wealthy host, and he was going to do a huge su'udah, a huge meal. And all the prominent people he invited, prominent Rabbanim, he invited prominent people, doctors, whatever it might have been, that was living around in Jerusalem at the time, and all the important people. And he wanted to invite a person, a good friend of his, of the name Kamtza. And he told his messenger, please, he told the Shaliach, please invite this person of the name Kamtza. I want him in my party. However, what ended up happening is the messenger, by mistake, instead of inviting this guy Kamtza, invited a sworn enemy of his of the name Bar Kamtza, was invited to this big lavish feast. So he comes, he says, Bar Kamtza said, me? I'm invited over here? Why am I invited over here? He's my sworn enemy. There must be a mistake over here. Why am I invited? But he says, you know what? I'm going to come anyway to this feast. I'm very much looking forward to it. Maybe he wants to make up. It must be that he wants to make up. So he comes. Bar comes on the night. And wow, what a meal it is. Incredible meal. All the important people are there. And Bar Kamtza comes in with confidence. He says, if this person wants to make up with me and everything else. He turns up. The host sees him and he says, hey, why is this person here? Why is Bar Kamtza here? I never invited him. I invited a Kamtza, not Bar Kamtza. So Bar Kamtza, very humiliated. The host comes up to him and says, get out now. Bar Kamtza says, no, please, give me another chance. You invited me. I thought you wanted to make up and everything else. And this is not fair. Please, let me pay for my meal and be quiet. So the host says, no, shtum, get out now. So he pleads. I'll pay for 2 meals, 5 meals of the people here. I'll pay for 20% of this meal. Please just let me stay. And still, the host says, no, get out now. Everyone's watching in the meantime, and everyone is silent, and no one's saying anything. He says, I'm going to pay for half the meal. Just don't embarrass me. Let me stay, and don't kick me out. The host says, no, get out now, he says. Please, he begs him, and eventually offers a whole meal. And the host says, no, get out now. I don't want you in the Su'udah. So the guy's humiliated. Everyone was watching him. Everyone was silent. All the prominent Rabbanim, prominent people of the town. And he vowed vengeance. He was so humiliated. He says, I'm going to get these people back. So he went out the party crying, humiliated. And he says, I'm going to get revenge against these people. So he plotted a plan. We've been learning all in the past few days with regards to damages which someone could do to someone else. So he says, I'm going to get this animal and put a blemish on it, and then give it to the Caesar, and tell the Caesar over here, the Roman emperor, that give this to the people, the Israel, and see if they're going to offer this as a korban. If they're not going to offer it as a korban, see, they're rejecting you. They want to have vengeance against you. He wants to have vengeance against the Romans, these people do. So he willingly takes this animal, he puts a blemish on it, and he takes it to the Caesar. And then he tells the Caesar, let's give this to the Kohen in the Bet Mikdash and see if they are going to sacrifice it. So they take this, they take it to the Kohen in the Bet Mikdash. And obviously the Kohen's going to reject it because there's a blemish on this animal itself. And then they go back to the Caesar and see, these people, they're not accepting your korban. They don't want it. They're agitating you. They're causing trouble against you. So the Caesar says, this is terrible. I blame them. I want to get vengeance against them. No, I'm the emperor and they're not even offering my korban. I want to get revenge against them. So he plots. And this is, according to Talmud, the Gemara, the sowing seeds of the destruction of the Bet Mikdash. One of the stories which is related in these few pages of different events that occur that actually started the destruction of the Bet Mikdash, where Titus, the wicked Roman Empire, would end up destroying the walls of Jerusalem and will actually come in and burn the Bet Mikdash, sadly. And this could have been avoided if there's such a petty argument over here. If And he wouldn't have been embarrassed in public if they would have made up somehow, or if the people in the Misibah would have come with some sort of compromise so he would stay or would not be humiliated. None of this would have occurred, and even the Beit HaMikdash could be still standing. Nowadays, it could have been, albeit for this terrible episode of Sinat Chinam. Obviously, everyone here was at fault in this party, both the victim and the people. And it teaches us alive so many times in communities, or in relationships in the workplaces. So many times a petty argument can cause such strife and machloket, where there could end up being divisions in communities. We've seen it everywhere. It's happened all throughout Jewish history, unfortunately, where there were breakaway synagogues that took place, and there were breakaway officers, there were breakaway communities that took place over a silly argument which could have been taken place. And this Sinat Chinam, one of the worst Aveirot possibly inside the Torah. What we should be practicing as a remedy against this is Avat Chinam. Trying to embrace each other, trying to complement each other, trying to find good in each other, try and emulate Aaron HaKohen, who was the high priest, which we learn about in the Midbar. We try to seek peace and shalom among everyone, and that's what we should be emulating. I'll leave you with some scenes here of this fantastic, gorgeous park here in Bet Shemesh to whet everyone's appetite for the Shabbat coming. Shabbat shalom u'varach, everyone. Keep listening to the other videos. This is the 54th video here in Masechet Gittin. Say Shabbat shalom. It's an incredible park here, and have a Shabbat shalom u'varach, and take care and enjoy. Bye.